So guys, what's going down, and welcome to another vlog. Yes, it's real life. This is more than one upload in a week, I think. We got my man Ash, and we're just currently shooting right now for the new Gymsteez tracksuits. I've been working for months on these samples, and man, this is really like a product which is just has me lost for words, really. It's been a long time since Gymsteez has had a product where it's really grabbing and just grabs you. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have the pre-sales live on the website for about 1 week exactly. So if you want one of these, hit gymsteez.com probably right now. Like I said, I'm gonna have the pre-orders open on these for about a week. We're just currently shooting, doing some at-home stuff. Ash has just bought his new camera, actually. Come flex on all the haters, Ash.
Just picked up my new A7R4. This thing's an absolute beast. Looking forward to seeing what we can come up with. I mean, first real go at it today, so...
Yeah, first time breaking it in?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the first time for things today, actually, because me and one of my clients, we actually trained first session in the home gym here. Shout out to my man Shannon, who I took through a good session there. It was a bit wet out, which is why I got the home gym, in case it's like too wet on the grass and all that, we can come back to mine and do stuff. And then obviously I'll have different clients who I'm mainly doing weight training and all that with, so that's super exciting. Broke the gym in today. Ash is breaking his camera and he's actually trying to get some organic shots. No, what's the word? It's not organic, it's like...
just natural.
No, there's a word for it. Candid. We got Blue down here. He's just freaking chilling. He's a bit sassy today. This is such a vibe. Such a vibe. Blue's loving it. Good shot, Ash. It looked awkward through my camera, I'll tell you that much. Open her up. So we just got a knot. We're gonna get some shots in here, but the red will just not go with us at all.
What color would you want it? You want blue, right?
I'm gonna blue it. You guys have probably known it's been a while since we've had any kind of custom cut and sew stuff with Gymsteez. Getting the fits right and stuff like this, I've attempted to do tracksuits these last 3 years, and by the time we're in winter, like my samples have just never been at a point where they're good enough these last few years. And it's always just disheartened me to the point I'm just like, you know, whatever, we'll just print on some AS hoodies or, you know, whatever it is and just do like a screen print. I think a couple of years ago, the last thing we did was some hoodies 2 years ago. But you know, this year I said, you know what, I really want to do some custom stuff and really just make something that's just gonna bang the fuck out and just hit hard. And, you know, as you can see, we've done that. To go into some detail on the product, we've actually got a full, I'm gonna try to focus this. We got a full embroidery of the new Gymsteez logo right there underneath the front collar area. This is actually a logo which we've had for over a year, but I just didn't want to just drop it on anything. I was gonna just drop it on some plain black tanks, and I'm like, no, it didn't feel right. So my idea for the tie-dyes came along probably like 4 months ago, and I said, this is where we're gonna drop this logo, and we're just gonna do it nice and subtle. You know, the product's gonna speak for itself, the way it fits, the way that the print is on it, and we've honestly nailed it. I got a few samples. There was some less extreme samples of the tie-dyes, and they just didn't pop, and I was like, you know what, it needs to be this one. This is what we're gonna drop. Also, we got the full white drawstrings on here. This outfit, if you wear it with like white shoes, it's just gonna pop. So if you want one, go get the pre-order now. You'll also save $20 as well. So look what the cat just dragged in. We've got Gemma Jones.
Shut up.
Could you explain to people what this is?
Well, they needed to get rid of the flowers at the baby shower. So I said, I'll be tribute and I will take all of them. So that's what I did.
So yeah, Gem just came back from Emily's baby shower, our friend Emily. Gem is very drunk right now.
I'm like literally half drunk. I'm probably just above the level of tipsiness. His advice was get the drinks as soon as you can. So that's what I did.
So yeah, today guys, I've actually just been editing YouTube vids, which is something I just haven't done in so long. And one thing I've realized, it takes so damn long. So that's kind of as well why I stopped for a while. Because the return on investment for me running a business, I respect what YouTube's done for me to allow me to build my brand up who I am from all the past vids I've done. Yeah, and I just go straight into Instagram because Instagram's easy and you just story things and you do a post every week or something like you guys know I'm pretty bad on Instagram, at least with posting, but with stories it's like I can be doing enough to still get new clients and sell Gymsteez and you know, business goes alright, but I know it's off the back of like doing so much stuff on YouTube. So I just at a point I was like putting all these effort into YouTube vids. I'm like, is this right now, even like a few months ago, I'm like, is this even really moving the needle forward for me with my businesses, or can I be doing just as well without having to sit here for hours editing these vids, which isn't a problem for me when I'm enjoying the vids, but I just did have a bit of time there where I just wasn't enjoying putting out any YouTube videos, and you know, that kind of sucks. But hey, here we are, and you know, things have changed a lot. Like our lives are a lot different. I said I want to change some shit in my life. I want to just have complete change. I was just at this point in my life a few months ago, guys, right at the start of this COVID stuff, where, you know, I said, you know, I'm gonna start training outside, and you know, me and my man Montez, we got into like 5 sessions a week outside training and just smashing it. And it was like, yo, like, I was so bad at the training at the start, trying to do all these athletic movements. My flexibility was shit. My body was cramping up after, you know, just a few body weight reps, and I was just shit at everything, and I just kept pushing. And you know, I like to think I would do that without Montez there, but I don't think I would have, you know. I mean, he said the same to me, the fact we were both just on each other every day. We're meeting up this time, we're getting the training session done. That first week of COVID, we were like, bruh, 2 sessions a day, fuck it. We met up and did our first body weight, you know, push-up session in the morning, and then it was like, yo, back in the afternoon for sands. And then I think we lasted till like Thursday. We did 4 days of that, and our bodies were just so fucked. And then that next week, it was just, okay, once a day, just every day, consistently. And we did that for months on end, you know. And that was a part of my process too, as well, of just changing everything to just be different to what it's ever been, you know. So and I'm trying to do the same with my life right now. You guys have seen, I've started training people in person. I'm just starting to do stuff that is just so not the same as my life that I feel like I've been living on repeat for so long, because I just feel like I have been doing that. And I wound up uninspired. My formula was like uninspired, do the bare minimum, get by. And I don't want that anymore. That wasn't making me happy, but it was what I was doing. So I've made massive change in my life. You guys have probably seen it, obviously. I guess like, we've moved out, built a fucking gym in the garage, started training people in person, training myself outside, doing all this stuff that I've never, like, it just hasn't been in my thought process until just a few months ago, where it's like, you know, massive change, massive action to change. And, you know, sometimes we just get to these points in life where we just like need to do that for ourselves, you know, because it's so easy. Like, I've done videos on this. I'll link a really good one. First thing in my description box, go check it out. If you're in a bit of a rut, this is probably one of the realest videos I've done. I'll drop it below. This is something you might need to hear if you feel like you're in a state of just mulling through life right now. I'll put that video link below. Now it is actually time for me to go to the gym. We're here in the gym. I'm gonna train some shoulders today. And fuck, the cats are not supposed to be in here. So Blue's got this thing where he just gets his hair everywhere. And I thought it would be alright in the gym until I actually started vacuuming the mats the other day, and I just saw all his hair going everywhere, and I was like, motherfucker, they can't go anywhere. Blazing so bad, he doesn't molt as much. Today is gonna be shoulders day, and I'm gonna get the Ronnie Coleman, Joe Rogan up on the TV. I'm gonna get into some compound overhead press, just with the barbell down here, which is currently attached to the back pull, but gonna get that in the session. And I'm just trying to really just get my compound movements back and get my strength back through compound movements. So probably my deadlift, my squats, my bench press, and my overhead shoulder press. These last couple of weeks, actually, I haven't been doing anything to put tension on my lower back, so I haven't been doing squats, deadlifts, or bent over rows, in terms of like standing bent over rows, because I actually hurt my back when we were moving house. All the flights of stairs, and just compromised positions with my body of like just moving boxes and shit. I pulled something and it just hasn't been right ever since. So that was kind of annoying, but we need to just fix this body again. One thing I know for me personally, I need to build a lot more strength in my glutes and hamstrings. I actually want to get a GHD, which is not a hair straightener. It's actually a machine where you can lock in and do back extensions and hyper extensions. And you can just do so much stuff to strengthen your posterior chain. Such a key addition, which I want to get and put right in here. Is gonna be the plan. I really, with this gym space, just wanna build the full utility of, you know, tools in here to really be able to help people. And, you know, like for a lot of people, hamstrings, glutes, people don't have strength in that stuff. They're just told, get in the gym, squat, deadlift, do all the shit. And it's like, a lot of it, it's really easy to start letting your quads take most of their movement and your lower back take most of that movement if your form is not incredibly perfect, which a lot of us, you know, we just go in and we just start doing lifts, or we start doing what we're told is the normal thing to do. And you know, a lot of people end up broken and damaged, and I know I've personally been there in the past, and you know, technically I'm currently there now because I hurt my back moving house. But you know, actually I'll give a big shout out to my man Nick McCullum, who's actually based here on the Gold Coast. He's a fellow New Zealander. He really fixed me a couple of years ago when I was making my comeback for my first WBFF comp, which I did 2 years ago. And he taught me so much and basically made me realize all these issues I was having with my body, like my shoulder impingements, my lower back impingements, it was all directly correlated to me just being tight and overtrained through certain muscles, and I wasn't doing exercises to strengthen and offset, you know, what was bringing that tension into my body. So big shout out to Nick. I'm sure I'll do some vids with him, but for now, Ronnie Coleman in here. I'm gonna kick Blue out. Fucking shoulders though, let's go.
So is it there's scar tissue around the nerves that's pushing against the nerves now? Because if all the discs are gone and everything's fused, what's irritating the nerves?
Yeah, pretty much.
This is the price that I paid to be a legend. It's nice to be able to eat when you
I
want.
don't eat half the food I used to eat.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. I used to eat 6, I only eat 3 now. 6 long.
All the hardware is what's fucking with your nerves.
Yeah. All the hardware, yeah.
All the inflammation and the disc slowly goes back into place. For me,
No, I don't do anything. It did my leg and back.
I mean, you're eating all these meals a day. Were you drinking a shitload of water too? Like, how much water are you drinking?
Like a shitload of water. Like you said, I was drinking like 2-3 gallons a day.
2 or 3 gallons.
The gym I work out at, there's no AC, and it's 105, 110, nothing.
Why did you take that much time off?
Because I felt I needed it.
Guys, what I'm doing right now, it looks like it would be just nothing. I'm not even using any external weights. And the burn and the pain and the... Man.
Undisciplined, they're abusive.
Yeah, they're not built for that job.
Yeah.
That job is not for everybody.
It takes a strong mind.
It takes a strong mind. It takes a lot of heart. Everywhere. And like I said, defunding is going to be worse. You have to have a lot of resources. You have to have a lot of training.
Yes.
A lot of training.
It's a good wee leg workout done and dusted. First leg workout in the freezer, the fridge, the igloo, the chamber, the dungeon. Comment below on this vid some name suggestions. I'm not rushing into anything, that's for sure. Tonight's dinner is gonna be salmon breast and also some broccolini, 100 grams. So what I like to do with my broccolini, I'll show you right now. This right here, guys, is an air fryer, and it is amazing for cooking meat, potato, just like everything. I used to just see them around online, people using them. I'm like, that's just another thing to cook things. This is the best thing to cook things I've decided, like the best thing ever to cook things. But anyway, what I like to do for my broccolini, I just chuck it on in here, give it a little spray of olive oil, and we chuck it in here. And because it's a vegetable, it crisps up pretty easily, actually, like just some of the thin bits of it. So I just go 140 degrees. So standardly you'd cook something about 180 degrees. I just go 140 and then I put it on for about 10 minutes and it cooks the broccolini perfectly. And for the salmon breast, highly recommend these salmon breasts. You actually get them in frozen packets from Aldi, and it's 145 grams each piece. Just comes in these convenient packets. With salmon, because it is such higher calories from the fat, you think, oh, just eating salmon is eating healthy. If you have like a 220 gram piece of salmon, you're getting a lot of calories in from the fat in here. Even though it's good fat, it's like good for you, it's healthy. If you're trying to lose weight, you got to be careful when you're eating meats like this. So I find 145 grams is just kind of perfect to have one a day, and you know, just fit into the diet nicely. So gonna fry this up outside on the barbecue, because when you cook salmon in your house, it gets really fishy. So there we have it, the finished product, cooked to perfection. Now I have been shredding at the moment. These last couple of weeks I've been more so on the higher end of calories, trying to bump my calories up, but just this last week, because I'm doing the shoot, I've decided to just drop my calories a bit, and it's just basically been just tighten up a little bit. In terms of like not eating carbs, don't think I don't eat carbs. I eat a lot of carbs. I've just eaten all my carbs today. So I've had a couple of bowls, no sorry, I've had one bowl of cereal. I've also had a wrap, which I had, and I had something else, I just can't remember it. So I'm not like a not eater of carbs. I believe in carbs highly. So anyway, I'm gonna eat this dinner and I'm gonna head to bed, guys. I'll see you in the next vid. If you enjoyed this, drop a thumbs up below and comment below, all that kind of stuff. If you're excited I'm back on YouTube, let me know. It means so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one, and I hope that you are enjoying these vids. Oh yeah, also the Gymsteez pre-orders are live on those tie-dye tracksuits. Link is below, gymsteez.com. Get amongst, because these are freaking insane. They're probably the best product I reckon we've dropped in a long time.